for the Mavs is that Luka Doncic's neck injury has reportedly improved ahead of tomorrow night's pivotal Game 5 in L.A. So, Shannon, how much better do you expect Luka to be tomorrow night?
I expect him to play well, Skip. I really do. Skip, I think we've all slept wrong, had a crook in our neck, and if you work a regular 9 to 5, people will just look at you funny like, man, why you walking like that? Why you can't turn your head all the way around? Man, I slept wrong, got a little crook in my neck. But it won't stop you from doing your day-to-day task. But if you're a professional athlete and you sleep wrong, it can be tedious. I've had it happen to me, and boy, that trying to turn your neck suddenly when you got that crooked, it don't work properly. So I think with the 48 hours of rest, some therapy, some treatment, he's going to be feeling a lot better. I expect him to play a lot better, but it's not going to. Luka, we saw Luka good, 44, 9, and 9. Tell me what Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to do. Tell me what Finney Smith is going to do. What is Kleber going to do? Is Porzingis going to give you something, or is he just going to stand out by the three-point line and try to shoot threes at 7'3"? Somebody need to tell Porzingis, you're 7'3", not 6'3". You need to be a little closer to the basket, not further away from the basket. Tell me what those guys are going to do, because I'm not concerned about Luka. Luka will get his, and when they bring the double team, as he starts to get closer to the rim, he'll find the open guy. Can Hardaway Jr. knock down shots like he did in the first 2 games? Like Kleber did in the first game? Like Finney Smith knocked down in the first game? Or are they going to struggle clank, clank, clank? Between the 3 of them, they had, 12 points on the other day. So for me, I'm not concerned about Luka. Luka would be just fine. I'm worried about the others. It's not Luka that needs to be worried.
And I believe Luka will be just fine because he was always just fine.
No, it wasn't. Stop that. You saw the man with that kinesio tape on his neck.
It's called prop.
No, it don't.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't know what goes on inside a man's body, but I got to tell you, right on schedule, the guy you call Baby Bird, which is so offensive to me because he's not a tough guy. Just when the tables had turned and high basketball IQ, he started to sense it was going south. The next thing I know, he's got a big heat sleeve over his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Try
to keep it
crick
loose.
in my neck. I had a crick in my neck. And then the crick continues right on where it's starting to really bother him in Game 4 as it goes farther and farther south. And they score fewer and fewer points. The best stat right now this whole series is over the last 7 quarters, they were all played in Dallas at American Airlines. The Dallas Mavericks have averaged 22 points a quarter. Do the math, that would be 88 for a game, right?
Right.
Okay, that's not very good, but I'm just not buying that all of a sudden he had some crick in his neck or something. He had a neck strain, and then I just rolled my eyes yesterday.
So are you buying Chris Paul was injured?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a tough guy. Luka's just never been a tough guy. Have you ever seen anybody whine to officials more than this guy does? I'm sorry, I haven't.
All superstars be whining.
You have the audacity to call him Baby Larry Bird. Are you kidding me?
Close.
And this guy, nobody front runs and giggles and laughs and chuckles after he makes a 3. And you're too small. Not in my house. And finally, the Clippers, who do have a backbone, finally said, you know what? We're not going to take your stuff anymore.
Okay.
Watch this.
Well, we'll see tonight.
Okay. Well, it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay. Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, well, I agree with you because even though I don't believe that Luka's a tough guy, I do believe he's a gifted guy because even though he's not much of a shooter, he's a 33% career three-point shooter, and he's turned into an abominable free throw shooter in this series.
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's
terrible.
He's usually 70%, but right now, what is he?
Like in the low 40s?
13 of 32. He's 40.6% so far. And he's been really clanking them in the 4th quarter. But I do expect him to bounce back. I don't think that it was maybe it was a little injury, but it wasn't a big injury. The thing that got hurt for Luka in Dallas was his pride. His pride got injured because all of a sudden the Clippers said, no more. We're not going to take this anymore.
Skip, when you're dealing with a basketball player, anything that's dealing with that's upper body related can throw off his shot.
Okay, it could. So now he's going to be back to 100% coming back for Game 5.
They say he's feeling better.
He's improved. He'll be 100%. Okay. He might have been 92% in Dallas. Okay, so the point is, they shot the lights out at Staples. I have never seen anything like...
Gonna do it again,
the shooting display. It was a fireworks display. It was like Roman candles.
What about the way you guys shot at American Airlines? Look at Kawhi.
It wasn't a three-point shooting contest.
Kawhi missed 8 shots over 2 games.
Well, that's layups and dunks.
It's still,
he put his head down and got to the bucket.
Well,
that's
Luka.
how you do it.
Watch Luka tonight.
Okay.
I mean tomorrow night.
Well, I will watch because I think he's going to have a big bounce back game.
Too.
And even though he's not much of a three-point shooter or a free throw shooter, I will give you this: he is a gifted scorer.
Yes.
He gets you 40 because he's got all those Euro hesitation moves. And I got to tell you, even though he looks like he's carrying a couple extra pounds, it works. It works because he plays strong in the lane. It's like Marcus Morris. He is a man. He is a man's man. Marcus Morris can't keep him from the rim. He backs him down. Kawhi can't keep him. Paul George, none of those guys can keep him. Batum's a really good high-level defender, but they can't keep him from the rim with all of his herky-jerky Euro steps. He's going to get to the free throw line, even if he's only going to make half of them. But the point is, you watch, he'll score 40. Now, to your point, what's going to happen with the rest of them?
Right.
And what's going to happen to the Clippers? Are they going to be able to come back and re-seize home court advantage? Because they have not shown me that they can win a game in this series at home. And I think they got some home court demons to defeat tomorrow night.
Well, Dallas can't go 5 or 30 from 3 like they did in Game 4.
Okay, but look what they were coming through the first 3 games. They were 51%.
You know, first 3 games, they made 53s.
Okay. Well,
55 threes, as a matter of fact.
55 threes.
Yeah.
That they finished 18th in three-point shooting, and I kept telling you, even last Friday, I said, it's got to revert to the norm. You know, they got to come back down in somewhere in the middle, and they came all the way down to 5 of 30.
Well, they came all the way down to the bottom, so can we get back to the middle?
Well, it will. You know and I know it will get to the middle. Can the Clippers play the brand of basketball defensively that they played twice at Dallas under extreme pressure with a crazed sellout crowd? I told you it's featuring Michael Irvin and Dak Prescott and a cavalcade of stars. And the Clippers just shut them down, man. Well, can they go home and do this again? Because the crowd's not going to be the same at Staples, obviously.
Well, the thing is, Skip, again, Hardaway, 1 for 8, 4 points. Finney-Smith, 8 points. Kleber had 0 points. So you had 3 guys in the starting lineup that gave you 12 points. That's not nearly enough. That's why the game got out of hand. Now, even on the other night, Friday night, Luka was 44-99, but Hardaway, Finney-Smith, and Kleber did not have great game shooting. That's why they were able to get back into the ball game. Now, I believe Carlisle probably should have rolled Luka the hot hand. Let's try to push this to 30 because they end the half and it's 34-30, and you had at one point in time, you had a 30-11 lead.
30-11. Think about what the Clippers, you want to talk about coming back from the quote-unquote dead?
Right, because they were
down 30-11 and down 0-2 in the series at Dallas.
They got him, Carlisle had him.
I've never
go for
seen
the
them
knockout.
like it.
You let them get the standing 8 count. Don't let them catch the breath. Go for the knockout. But I expect Luka to play better. He had a little crick in his neck, whatever you want to call it, Skip. It's better now.
He had a crick in his neck.
Yeah, he got that. You know, it hurt. Man, why you turn like that? You know, you slept wrong. You've had it happen. Don't pretend like you hadn't had that happen. So.
I'm dealing with it right now. I've got it.
Well, y'all here, that's how y'all next gonna be. Y'all next gonna be looking like this and the threes falling.
Okay. So wait, are you predicting Dallas will win Game 5?
Okay, we gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow.
So you have a night to sleep on it and sweat it.
Sleep on it. Hopefully Luka just sleeps a little bit better. I think it's just stress he's dealing with this neck. It'll be fine. He's just feeling a lot of tension. A lot of tension there. Okay, we're moving on, guys. Rich Paul revealed one of the biggest challenges of being an NBA agent. We will tell you exactly what he said here next.
No mercy.